Thanks for joining us today. I'm Cody Holyoke. It's not just any Sunday, it is Super Bowl Sunday. So let's talk football for a bit, shall we? We are in the heart of Chiefs Kingdom after all. Your Kansas City Chiefs are back in the big game, fighting for a Lombardi trophy for the third time in 4 years. They're chasing yet another championship, and the stage is set. In a little more than 6 hours, Kansas City will face the Philadelphia Eagles at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Chiefs had a busy week of practice and a lot of time in the international spotlight. Through all the interviews and FaceTime with fans, players say they are focused on one thing: bringing home another Super Bowl win as a team.
It was about building those relationships. That when times got tough, you have this built relationship with these guys that you lean on. And so when everything's not perfect and everything's not going our way, we have a brotherhood and something that we can lean on to help us get through those times.
I can't wait to do it and to share all these moments with this team and how hard we work to leave it all out there on the field.
Players, both veterans and rookies alike, say they couldn't be more ready for kickoff. And make no mistake, this game will be evenly matched, and the stats back this up. Check this out. Counting the regular season and the playoffs, both teams, Chiefs and Eagles, have identical records at 16-3, and they've scored the exact same number of points, 546. But of course, Kansas City has an X factor in Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs have found several ways to win this season. So can they do it again in the biggest game of the season? Let's get out to KNBC 9 Sports Director Len Jennings joining us from Glendale this morning. Len, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Kansas City's back in the big game. What should we be watching for today?
You know, there's a lot of things you should be watching for because there's so many great storylines about this game. Of course, head coach Andy Reid is going up against a team that he used to coach and coach in a Super Bowl. Then you got the Kelce brothers, Travis and Jason, going head-to-head in this game. So they have that strong relationship. And then, of course, for the first time in Super Bowl history, you have 2 black quarterbacks starting for each team in this game. So there's a lot of storylines in this game. For the Kansas City Chiefs, though, you know, you got Patrick Mahomes. A lot of people have been on ankle watch and wondering how he's going to be with that ankle. We saw what he was able to do against Cincinnati, and we talked to him earlier this week and got the last update from him, and he says he's getting closer and closer to 100% as he can be, and if there's any room to make up, it's just going to be pure adrenaline on that ankle throughout the game.
Well, 70% of Patrick Mahomes is better than 100% of most other players in the league. Let's talk about this quarterback matchup. You mentioned Jalen Hurts there on the Eagles. Let's talk about the matchup with Patrick Mahomes.
You know what's interesting? I was talking to Chris Jones. I talked to a couple of guys on defense, and Frank Clark, and I asked them because they take on a couple of mobile quarterbacks in the AFC with Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow is very slippery. So they faced mobile quarterbacks, but they understand that Jalen Hurts is a notch above, or even a big giant step above the guys that they have faced. So they have to figure out, here's a guy who is not only mobile, but he's extremely fast, and he can throw the football. And when you kind of have some receivers like Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, and then you got running back Miles Sanders on the other side of the ball, the Chiefs defense, who have been playing extremely well in the second half of the season, they know they have a tall order to try to stop this great offensive line, a great quarterback, and a lot of great weapons that the Eagles have.
Well, and then the Kansas City offense knows that they have a defense that likes to sack the quarterback and is really good at sacking the quarterback. What have the offensive players been telling you?
Well, you know, when you talk to the Eagles, they say the same thing about Patrick Mahomes that the Chiefs say about Jalen Hurts. They haven't faced a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, and as you mentioned, 70% of Patrick Mahomes is still better than most quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes is a mobile quarterback. He's hard to track down, he's hard to catch, and you know, the offensive line, they've worked with him for the past couple of, we all remember that Super Bowl in Tampa, how he was running for his life. Well, Brett Veach formulated a brand new offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs. They got some new faces in there. Creighton Humphrey at center is kind of like the middleman to kind of stop that pressure, and they've been doing a really good job. And with Patrick Mahomes, you never know. You never know what he's going to do. Run, throw. We've seen it so many times throughout the season. So that Eagles defense is extremely tough, and they've faced some really formidable opponents this year, but they haven't faced a guy like Patrick Mahomes.
Right, for sure. And, the Chiefs are good at keeping that chip squarely on their shoulder, even though they've been into the Super Bowl now 3 times in 4 years. Went into the AFC Championship as the underdog. It looks like that's kind of what they're going into today's game as well, even though, they're AFC champions. Do they use that as fuel for the fire?
What's interesting is, it depends on who you talk to, because I asked specific questions to a bunch of guys this past week. I asked them, it's like, which Super Bowl do you think of most going into this one? The one you won in Miami, or the one you lost in Tampa? and it depends on who you ask. Chris Jones, he really plays with a chip on his shoulder. It's that Tampa Super Bowl losing to the Buccaneers. He felt he left like a lot on the field. And the same thing goes for Travis Kelce. He felt like he left a whole lot on the field. And those guys kind of focus on that. And then you got other guys, like we talked to Derek Nottie earlier this week, and he talked about, I like to focus on the one we win because that's the feeling I want to get again. But they kind of go back and forth. They want that feeling that they had in Miami, but they're not going to forget what happened in Tampa the following year.
Oh, for sure. Len, you've been doing this a while. You saw the Chiefs when they weren't good. Now that they're really good, and you've been to these Super Bowls. What's different this time around for you about this team? What are you most looking forward to seeing today?
Well, this is so many different faces, and and I've never seen anything like this where you've got 11 rookies on this Chief roster. 10 of those guys were drafted last year. Brett Veach really brought in some key pieces over the past couple of years, from like Justin Reed, and some other guys like Juju Smith-Schuster on the offensive side of the ball. So all these guys, it's interesting how well they have been able to gel, and you've seen that grow throughout the season. I remember talking to Juju Smith-Schuster after the 49ers game when they won that game, and I was like, how are you guys gelling? Why is this happening? And he I think it was a truthful answer. It was Call of Duty, playing video games and learning how to communicate with each other. And it was kind of a funny answer, but I think there was a lot of truth to that. These guys have a connection off the field that they haven't seen, I think, for a team that has so many new faces, and they are gelling at the right time.
Right, and you can see it on the field, and we hope to see that today. Len Jennings in Arizona, thanks for gearing us up for the game. We'll see you on the other side, sir.
We'll see you then.
All right, count on KMBC 9 News for your Super Bowl Sunday coverage. Check out our social media channels at KMBC.com for live game updates and everything you need to know before the big game.